A watchful opossum perches in a black gum tree, its long tail wrapped around the trunk for support. A nocturnal creature, the opossum is related to the kangaroo and other marsupials. Its young, born, not fully developed after a 13-day gestation period, spend 2 months completing in their initial growth in a pouch on the mother's belly. This is the opossum. A white-tailed doe in her fawns and characteristic summer coat are the photographer who has interrupted their browse on Chester Island. Fawns shed their spots within their first year, and thereafter take on the plain coloring of the adults, blue-gray in winter and reddish in summer. The species gets its name from patches of white on the underside of the tail, clearly visible when raised in flight. See? These are kind of like the deer I see. Still thriving in the Okefenokee, the bobcat strongly resembles the ordinary house cat, but is actually a species of Canadian lynx. With the short-tailed tuft ears and mottled fur that are characteristic of the lynx family, a fierce fighter, the bobcat prowls by night for small mammals and birds that bites down by day in hollow logs. This is the bobcat. Blue marigolds in Chester Prairie. Folios lichen on a cypress. Spanish moths overhanging a cypress knee. An osprey nest. Spike rush underwater. Red fruit of a moss-draped cassina tree. A fragrant water lily. Water lily leaves. Hooded pitcher plants. Yellow-white grass and lily plants in the Grand Prairie. Berries on a bamboo vine. A house of cypress and pine fringed by maiden cane grass. Seed pods of a tiki shrub. A bed of sphagnum moss. Red and gray lichen. An alligator taking the sun. The granite lake shoreline overgrown with titi. The cracked earth of a vanished pond foreground shows the impact of drought in the Okefenokee in summer and fall of 1972. The sole hint of the normally watery environment is the coating of green algae under the fallen branches on the parched area, indicating that moisture is still present, possibly from a subterranean spring. See? This is a vanished pond. See, the pond by my house drained out not too long ago. The decayed stump of a burned-out cypress furnishes a fertile bed for sweet pepper bush and swamp fern. Far from being totally disastrous, the fires that occur periodically in times and of drought help maintain the balance of swamp, forest, prairie, and by lake by inhabiting enriching growth and keeping waterways clear. See that? You need to keep the waterways clear. Cypress trees at dawn, tinseled with Spanish moss. Pond lilies on maiden green grass, spotlighted by the sun. Debris draped Casino Holly in its watery image. Windswept spike rush underwater. Wet billows of perennial fennel in bloom. Base of a cypress mirrored in a pond. See? It's reflected. Swamp plants and cypress logs. Black gums along the shore of Billy's Island. See? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this book. Comment below if you enjoyed this book. And see me in my next video where we explore the Northwest Coast.